What's up, man?
What's up?
Is
Back
the-
from vacation?
yes, and we can confirm that Bigfoot maybe.
Possibly exists.
Yeah,
Yeah. We think he may have been attacked.
yeah. At least throwing rocks. And I found out later on, talking to another Bigfoot enthusiast, that that's what they do. They throw stuff. Mm-hmm.
We did not leave any candy bars.
We didn't. That's maybe why he was throwing stuff.
Give me my candy bars. Yeah, we can almost kind of confirm.
I think so. Yeah.
He might exist.
Maybe.
Maybe he does. That's kind of how we felt at the end of that. So, yeah, a good time though.
So yeah. So 2 questions, real quick.
Yeah.
New old school cherry Coke or
this
diet
is
cherry Coke?
Diet cherry Coke. And usually I don't have the cans of what I'm drinking on the podcast. But I brought it specifically for a purpose this time. One is if Diet Cherry Coke wants to sponsor, not a sponsor, but feel free, by all means. Oh, raise this up.
Raise up.
Yeah. The other reason is that a lot of things that I love, they discontinue right away. I'll find a new thing, and I love that new thing, and then that new thing disappears all the time. Like, why are the things that I love gone
Because we're old.
so fast?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, if you get cherry Coke, would it be wrong if I wanted Crystal Pepsi? That's
Yeah, bring it in.
Do they make
See, all our 7 listeners,
What's Crystal Pepsi?
only 2 of which are in our immediate families that live in our house.
Yeah.
They're the ones that can make a difference.
Well, that's for you. My kids are like, no.
No, we're not watching that.
Every once in a while.
Yeah. I don't blame them.
I think Noah watched the one where I said Noah's name. So, Noah.
Yeah, watch this.
And what is this nonsense?
This is because I am the champion, reigning supreme on the throne, fantasy football league champion. Whoop, whoop. That's right. And so I finally got the belt from RJ, who's had it this whole time. It was my reign. He's had the belt. He bought me tacos, and I've got the belt.
Oh, so tacos too, huh?
Yeah, so this is maybe a new thing where the previous year's champion has to buy the New Year's champion lunch and give me the belt.
What do you do if you repeat? You just go out by yourself?
Yeah, buy myself tacos.
Not a bad thing.
Not a bad thing, but yeah. And so the rules of the fantasy league is that the loser has to pick a kicker first.
Yes.
So my son Isaiah, Big L, last year, he's got to pick a kicker first round.
Yep.
Which I'm trying
wasted.
to kick that or pick that kicker from Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the one that hit the 70-yard
yeah.
against this Pittsburgh Steeler team that
Yeah, and RJ says it will never happen
in a game.
in a regular season game. We'll see though. 70 yards.
Yeah, that's the bad thing about preseason football is like it gives you a false hope every year because I'm like, oh, the Steelers won.
Colts won a game.
They looked good. They body slammed a guy in that game, so it's like, but they're not starters.
We have early 2000s hopes for our team.
Yeah,
Both of us.
yeah. The Colts,
Steelers and the Colts.
the Colts, or the Patriots, Colts, and the Steelers reigned supreme in the early 2000s.
Our favorite quarterbacks. Do you know any quarterbacks who have bigger heads than those two? Peyton Manning and Ben Roethlisberger.
Well, Peyton Manning's got the forehead, and Ben's got the nose, yeah, and all that stuff. But it got broke too. So,
Fights will do that.
Which, if Peyton and Ben ever want to come talk about their fat heads,
Meet them in the alley.
Yeah.
Beat us both up.
Oh yeah, more than that. They don't call him Big Ben because he's small, And Peyton would be like strategically beat us up, like you wouldn't see it coming.
I don't think either one of them cared.
No.
Yeah. They got nothing for that. Both of them have multiple rings.
Yeah, out of shape, 40-something-year-olds.
Millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Even all they've been beat up in the NFL and their brain injuries, they can still take it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Guaranteed. We have a topic for today's podcast that I've been stoked about. Can't wait. So I don't know if you want to do do your thing first, or if you want to do our thing?
No,
first?
let's do the.
Let's jump right in here.
Which one thing we like for episode 11, since we're 11 deep now, is
You're doubling down.
yeah, is I've noticed we like conspiracy theories, lists, any kind of list, and you like to make me taste stuff that I don't know what it is. So, and you're bragging now about your belt.
Yeah, well, probably until fantasy football is over, that's going to be part of it. So.
I would do the same
Maybe
thing.
every episode.
Yeah.
Say.
Just like, oh.
By the way, did you know
Yeah.
I'm the champion?
Just in the middle of a conversation, be like, whoa, whoa, what is that?
Yeah, did you see this?
No.
Yeah. So, Captain Jack's saying this stuff looks 12. Sure.
It's 12? 12.
No, I think you're right.
I think I am right. Because 11, we would have made the Spinal Tap reference. You know, these podcasts go to 11.
That's right.
You know,
These do go to 11.
so
Even if this is 12, these go to 11. This is our final podcast.
it might be, yeah.
No.
Each one could be the last.
When it stops being fun for us, that's when you know.
Yeah,
The day we come in here, it's like, let's do this and get over with. That's when you'll know.
it's the farewell.
It's the last one.
Yeah.
We can do this. The only reason we do this is because we're entertaining each other.
Yes.
So what happened was, Brandy and I were driving. I think we were maybe on the way to meet you to go on vacation.
Okay.
And a radio, a song was playing on the radio, and I was like, "Oh, this is a great song, but it's way better than the original. It's a cover song." And so it got me thinking, what cover songs are better than the original? And that, I think it's hard to do. A great cover song that's better than the original, beats all the nostalgia.
Yeah.
It's almost like a sequel. Movie sequels are rarely as good as the original, but there are some that are better. Terminator 2.
Yes.
Better.
It's probably the best Terminator out of them all.
Of all of them, yeah.
Yeah.
It's maybe one of the best movies, but Terminator 2 beats the original.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to do in movies. You know, Batman 2 is not as good as Batman.
No.
In my opinion. But, so that's the way it is. So, we got this list. Each of one of us
Yes.
is making a list of cover songs that we thought beat the original by far. So do you want to go down the list, or you just want to, you do one and then I'll do one?
Well, let's do this. I made my list. You said you didn't rank yours in any certain order.
I can.
Yeah, and you said you could. So here's what we'll do: is I'll give you my top 5 because my top 5, I think I'm right, and you can't convince me otherwise.
Okay.
The others,
Okay.
maybe I'll hear an argument. Maybe. So, my number 1 is "Hurt" by Johnny Cash.
Oh, you on number 1 first.
Yes. And my number 2, my number 1 and number 2 could be flip flop.
Oh, okay.
So my number 2 is "Sound of Silence" by Disturbed. I think those two songs, like I said, it was a struggle when I was trying to rank them. I was like, I think they're so much better than the original.
Right.
So the number 3 is "Stone Cold Crazy" by Metallica, their version.
Good one.
And 4 is "Blank Space," Taylor Swift, a band called I Prevail redid it. And it is way, way better than the original. And then my number 5 is "Careless Whisper" by Seether.
Oh, yeah.
They tore it down. So that's my
Those are top 5.
That's my top 5. Will not hear an argument other than you could flip flop "Sound of Silence" and "Hurt."
I don't know if I've heard the Taylor Swift song. So.
Yeah, I think you'd like it.
Maybe you did.
It's kind of a, not really it's like a pop punk but with screaming. It's
All right, so my top 5. Number 1 is "Hurt," Johnny Cash.
yeah. I figured that'd be on there.
It's number 1.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, if you listen to the original and then listen to Johnny Cash, he makes you forget the original ever existed.
Yeah.
And even if, you know, the guys from Nine Inch Nails are like, well, that's Johnny's song now.
Mm-hmm.
That, to me, is that's a marker.
And that might give it a bump over "Sound of Silence" for me. That's a good point. If the band that wrote the song, wrote the song,
If you rated that song.
if you rated this song and say, it's yours now, you can't argue with that.
Yeah, and my number 2 song has that same thing. The band that originally wrote it is like, well, that was should have been done.
Okay.
Yeah, and that is "A Little Help from My Friends," originally written by the Beatles and covered by Joe Cocker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you listen to the Beatles version,
Hmm.
hot trash. Joe Cocker, he makes you believe it. Like he's singing with his heart. You know what I mean? Uh, I think his version of that song is so much better. And the Beatles themselves were like, that's how it should have been done.
Yeah.
And if you have the Beatles
Yeah.
say that about your cover, then you know a lot of people would say the Beatles are the greatest band ever.
Yeah. And
I would disagree with them, but they would say it.
yeah. Well, a lot of people say that. So.
Yeah, and I disagree. But
Well, I'm going to pretend that Simon and Garfunkel said that's how Sound of Silence should have been. They didn't, I don't think.
if they didn't, they should have.
Yeah. I know if I had written that song and then I heard Disturbed's version, I think I'd be like,
Oh, that's how it's supposed to be. David Draymond
Yeah.
spoke on that.
oh,
Crazy. What'd you do, Jack? But anyhow, so that's my first two. Number three is "You Really Got Me," originally by the Kinks,
Van
covered
Halen.
by Van Halen.
Yep.
I mean, Eddie, he kills it. It's great. You really got me. Number four, "I Fought the Law." Sonny Curtis, covered by the Clash. I think Green Day covered it, but the Clash really knocked out "I Fought the Law."
I did not know it was a cover.
That's one of those
Oh,
things
okay.
to do that. But yeah, that is one of the greatest covers ever. And then I'm going to go back and forth on this one, but just to pick one. I'm gonna say "Whiskey in a Jar."
Okay. Two
Everybody
good.
see- Yeah,
So we agree on Hurt and the Garage Inc. album.
yeah. Those are two we agree on.
That's and we said before this started, there's a couple bands, and you said you had three, and I think I have three now too. Like Disturbed has so many great covers. I could have put, and I may have, I don't, we'll see. But they have so many covers that you could put on this list. Metallica on that Garage Inc. You could have probably picked any of those.
I've got another one from Metallica on mine.
Hmm. That was the only Metallica I did. I tried to stay away from that because.
Well, just turn the page
Mhm.
because I think it's so much better than Bob Seger.
Yeah.
And I knew that would be a hot take. Bob Seger fans are like, blasphemy. But it's better. It's way better.
Yeah.
And you could do that in so many. Sabre Cadabra, better. It's Electric, it's better. I mean,
Tuesday's Gone.
Tuesday's Gone. I mean, but it's got All Star Live. That's
Mhm.
kind of cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Helpless. Small
Yeah.
Hours. I mean, The Wait. All those songs are so much better than the original. Now, some of it you got to chalk up to recording equipment. They had more money. You know, those kind of things. Production. They had more money. But they're still better.
Mhm.
They're better covers. You know, that whole Garage Inc. album.
Oh, yeah, it's
I think
fantastic.
he's on there. And then the other band I was going to say, which I almost stole your thunder a little bit,
No, you're good.
Rage Against the Machine.
They may have made my list.
Rage Against the Machine with Renegades of Funk. That was all whole cover up. That was just
Yes.
That was, so Ghost of Tom Jones is on that one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Springsteen, he's in that category where he's got a lot of people who cover his songs and make them better.
Yeah.
It's like the Beatles to me. There's other bands that cover your music and make it better. You're probably not the best. You might be a great songwriter.
Yeah. I guess it's a compliment in a way, though. I mean,
Yeah.
because if everybody wants to cover your songs,
Right.
and I'd imagine these bands are probably like, no, it's not better than you cover it for a reason. But so we'll do 6 through 10 next.
Okay.
All right. So number 6 for me was "Love Song" by 311.
That almost made my list too.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, not a song that's almost made my list too. But
That's fine.
for some reason, I put on it.
I figured we'd have a couple. But yeah, the Way 311 kind of hits that reggae kind of rock
Yep.
beat. This next one is my third band that I think you could put multiple songs on. It's "Mama Said Knock You Out" by Five Finger Death Punch. They redid like "House of the Rising Sun," "Bad Company,"
Yeah.
and I know I'm missing another one, but they've done a load of covers that.
Yeah, I remember the Bad Company one.
Yeah, and
And
I don't.
this is where we'll differ is I don't like their covers better.
Oh, really?
I don't like Five Finger Death Punch. I knew you would have a bunch of them on your list.
I only got that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I'm
because
not a fan of theirs, so.
I like their covers, but like House of the Rising Sun, I don't know if it's better, than was it the Animals or whatever did it. And then same thing with the other one. It's like Bad Company. I don't. It's a little heavier version of the same thing.
But it makes your list.
Yeah. No, that one didn't make.
Oh,
that one did not make my list.
okay.
I'm just
Which one
saying.
made your list?
Mama said knock you the LL
Mama
Cool
said
J.
knock you out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've not heard that one. So
Yeah.
maybe it's.
It's if you don't like Five Finger Death Punch, you won't like it. I mean, it's really got that it's got that Five Finger Death Punch sound.
Yeah, I got you.
So number 8 for me was Simple Man by Shinedown.
That's a great cover, really.
Yep. And his vocals in that, like we've seen it live, and on the recording and stuff. And yeah, it's just a real nice like spot in the concert where like it calms down, and he just is there with him and his guitarist and singing. It's a whole moment.
Vibe.
Yep. And
That's my kid's thing.
yeah, number 9 is All Around Me by David Crowder.
Huh.
Doing the Flyleaf.
I know he covered it. I don't know if it would make my list though.
Yeah.
As a better cover.
And it's one of the rare like Hurt, Sound of Silence, and All Around Me. I think normally I go the opposite way. Like when you make a song heavier, I'm like, okay.
But that one he did make it softer.
He made it softer. Flyleaf's version is pretty heavy. And then my number 10 is Another Brick on the Wall by Korn.
That was almost on my list.
Yep, it's parts. They did
What's
all
another Korn
3
song?
of them. Oh well, they did. I just had it in my head. Word Up.
Word Up.
Yeah.
I know Korn.
Mm-hmm.
What number was that for you?
That was 10.
That was 10.
So that's my top 10.
Okay, so here's my next spot. This is the song that Brandy and I were listening to when I thought of this. Bullet the Blue Sky by POD.
That's on my list.
Yeah. U2 originally wrote it.
Mhm.
It's so much better than U2's version. It knocks it out. It's just got, it's like you said, it's harder. You believe
Yeah.
it. Sonny when he's singing it, like, it's just, it's more emotional. All those things.
Yeah.
It's just like the Sound of Silence thing.
Yeah.
It just got more.
And probably the Simple Man for Shinedown. Like the vocals and the way he projects and stuff, you believe.
Not to be crass or anything, but it just got more done. It just got more to it. I put Dancing Days by Led Zeppelin, covered by STP. I like the Stone Temple Pilots version.
Mhm.
Dancing Days. That was like number 7 to me. I like that one. Number 8, The Man Who Sold the World.
Mm-hmm. That's on my list.
Now, David Bowie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it. Nirvana's version.
Okay, I was going to say I should wait, but yeah, that's on my list.
That one. I'm going to go back and forth on this one. All right, I'm going to pick, what am I, 9?
Mhm.
Yeah. Ghost of Tom Joad.
That's a great one.
Yeah. Rage Against the Machine. Springsteen. I feel like anybody can cover a lot of his songs and make them better, but that one was definitely better. And then last, Wicked Game. Chris Isaac, Tenacious D. That's my favorite cover. They did such a good job.
I didn't even consider Tenacious D.
They did a great job.
Sorry, Jack.
Yeah, so that's my number 10.
All right, and how many did you have total?
We can list however many you want now. We're kind of
Okay,
honorable mention list.
That's the top 10, yeah. So I had 18. So my number 11 is Stitches by State Champs. And it's a pop song they kind of made
I don't
punky.
know that at all. I don't know who originally.
Yeah, I'm not going to sing it either. So, and I don't remember who did it. Shawn Mendes. So, I don't really know who that is, but
Okay, thank you, Sean.
Bullet the Blue Sky, POD. Then for my 13 and 14, I did Shout by Disturbed and Land of Confusion by Disturbed. I struggled with that one a
Those
little
are
bit.
both great.
Yeah, I struggled with the Land of Confusion because I'm like,
Yeah, the
I think
original's great.
it's neck and neck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zombie by Bad Wolves.
Yeah, that was great too. I forgot about that one.
And then I had How I Could Just Kill a Man by Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
And then Smoking in the Boys' Room by Motley Crue.
Right.
and The Man Who Sold the World, Nirvana. That was my top 18.
So my honorable mentions, I would say, the next ones I had were Live and Let Die.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I forgot about that one.
With the Beatles, Guns N' Roses, Live and Let Die. And then
sound like
Knock on Heaven's Door.
That's Knock
on Heaven's Door, but Eric Clapton covered it, and Guns N' Roses was on it. And I like Eric's version on that one.
Okay.
I'm an Eric Clapton guy, though. So. Live and Let Die. Last Kiss.
Oh,
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam. I forgot about that one, too.
That was a good one. Exactly. Not everybody knows. And then God Gave Rock and Roll to You.
Kiss. Would never have guessed in a million years you'd had Kiss on your list.
God Gave Rock and Roll to You. And the reason is, you don't even think about the guys who wrote that. There's a band called Origin.
Okay.
Origin. Yeah, God Gave Rock and Roll to You. Now, there was another honorable mention. I'm trying to remember. I'm thinking of it when you listen to the song. Oh, the Showdown did Carry On My Wayward Son.
Oh yeah, yep.
A great cover, and that was one of those. Now, I also have a list of. You said there's a bands like they have their own category kind of thing. We talked about Eric Clapton is that for me because Knock on Heaven's Door for one. I Shot the Sheriff, Bob Marley, Cocaine, and After Midnight were both J.J. Cale songs.
I didn't know that.
And Sweet Home Chicago, Robert Johnson, and Crossroads. Robert Johnson.
That's right. Actually, that's Robert Johnson.
So he covered a ton of it. And that's pretty typical for blues guys to do that.
Yeah.
But I also had Voodoo Child and Little Wing from Stevie Ray Vaughan. Being better than Jimmy. People like that. But I'm not a Jimmy fan. But I am a huge SRB fan.
Gotcha. All Along the Watchtower. That was on a bunch of people's lists that I looked up.
And
I didn't know that was a cover. Jimi Hendrix version's a cover?
Yes.
Because didn't Dave Matthews cover that?
Yeah. With
the bass, right?
Yeah.
Didn't the bass player do the...
Yeah, that was a great cover, too.
Mm-hmm.
What else did he do? He did, what show was that?
Oh, Time of the Season?
Yeah, I don't remember who originally did that.
Was it?
That's a good cover song.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it because if I'm wrong, I don't want that person coming after me.
There you go. Might be dead. But here's a list of songs that I didn't know were cover songs.
You've listed like 3 already that I didn't know.
So, Respect by Aretha Franklin.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I Love Rock and Roll, Joan Jett.
I did not know that.
Come On, Feel the Noise, Quite Right.
I didn't know that was a cover either.
Slade. I heard of the band Slade.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know they originally wrote that. Hard to Handle. Now we get this. This is the Black Crowes.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to Handle now. Yeah. Otis Redding wrote that one and Respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Otis Redding. When the Levee Breaks.
I didn't know that was a cover.
It's like an old blues song. And I forgot that guy's name. Mambo Number 5.
What?
Lou Bega did not write that song. A Little Bit of Monica, he didn't write it. He don't even know one.
Yeah. Or any of those other people.
No, he's probably singing. Yeah. Georgia on My Mind.
Is that Ray Charles?
Ray Charles, yeah.
He didn't write that.
No, neither him or Willie Nelson.
Oh.
Yeah. So, Georgia on My Mind and Ice Cream Man. Another cover by Van Halen. They did not write. Also honorable mention to Pretty Woman. Roy Orbison.
Mm-hmm.
Van Halen's that.
Yeah.
Well,
got to give a shout out to your family band though too, because if you remember when I first started hanging out with you guys, I thought you all wrote the was it Seven Bridges Road by the Eagles.
Yeah, me and my brothers used to sing Seven Bridges Road. I guess.
Well, yeah, you, your brother, and your sister would all sing it, and yeah, I'd never heard the song except for when you guys played it, so I just assumed since you come from that kind of background.
Yeah,
yeah, I was like, oh, that's a lovely song they wrote.
Well, we did.
And I was like, the Eagles? What?
Eagles. Well, somebody else thought I wrote that Kathy, Mark, Wick, and John, MML James.
Oh, really?
I had to hurry it. That was fun.
If you just tell a couple lies, you could be popular.
Well, if
I
I
did
did
this.
McConaughey, I'd be like, I did right there.
Yeah.
Wasn't that what his mom said? Just take
credit.
on it? And so he started the book Green Lights I read because you told me on the podcast, read it.
Yep.
And I did. I could listen to it.
Yep. That's the only way, too.
Yeah, because he's a narrator.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And he gets that crazy inflection that I think he's trying to get across in the book.
Yeah.
If I had read it without him narrating it, I wouldn't have got like the craziness in his tone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like he starts the book with a quote and he says, blah blah blah, Matthew McConaughey. Well, later on you find out he didn't write it at all. He took it from some poet. But his mom was like, you just sign your name to it and it's yours. And so Seven Bridges Road wrote that. Yeah. In 1974.
Yeah. Way before you were born.
Way before I was born. I don't know when that was actually written. But
Yeah. It's a good guess.
74 is probably a good guess. That was fun. I knew
Yeah.
it. We do like lists, so any music list, we're probably gonna do a lot of this stupid stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And if you don't like this, sorry. This is what we did early in our friendship.
Well, you know why? It's because all the music shows we watched always had the countdowns.
Yeah.
You know, the music videos.
100 greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that stuff. And we disagreed with them
Always, yeah.
because we know better.
Yes. I will not argue. I mean, you're going to argue with the fantasy football champion?
Do you have a belt?
Yeah.
Do
No.
you have gold? You don't.
And
And we've got our own podcast.
that's right. And I'm friends with the guy who has the belt. So that makes me like the court jester or something.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, this is your podcast now.
Oh,
But that's what we did all the time. If we
Yeah.
had 2 minutes of free time.
Yeah.
Who's the best drummer?
yep,
Who's
yep.
your favorite?
Who's the best guitarist? Yep.
Yeah.
Who's the best bass player?
What's your favorite Metallica song? What's your favorite Metallica song with blast beats? What's your favorite Metallica song? You know, the different categories of the same thing. We talked for hours about it. And I think on the way back from Tennessee, we drove a lot. It was crazy.
Yeah, we got into the drummer talk, actually over the Stone Cold Crazy thing. Because I think the song's great because the controversial Lars Ulrich, I think it's great because of the double kick that he does in the second verse. I think that's what pushes it over the edge for me. And not too many people say that on the internet. So,
Not too many people will talk ad nauseum about seriously 2 drum kicks.
Yeah.
One song.
yeah, just a little. Like one of the simplest things you could probably do as a drummer. But it worked.
Blow your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was fun.
All right. So you want to go first with the next thing, or
I can.
do it?
So have you ever heard of?
It better not be the same thing I got.
It can't be really.
If it is, we're shutting down right now.
No, if it is, I'll give you $100.
Sweet.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of the Zinc Spark of Life?
Oh, it's not. No.
The Zinc Spark of Life.
My dad used to fix the zinc.
You put the Earl under the zinc.
Yeah.
No, it's not that kind of zinc.
Oh.
No, this is zinc, as in the element or the.
It's a vitamin.
I don't know if it's the same kind of vitamin or not, but Zinc Spark of Life is what happens when the zinc element or whatever in zinc, it has like this firework when the sperm fertilizes the egg and it creates an embryo. At the moment of conception, the zinc, whatever element, gives off a light at that moment.
I mean, it's kind of a big bang.
Exactly. It's a spark of light that happens at conception. I didn't know this was a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so they showed these two, like a cell and then the sperm coming in, and this light that goes on at the moment of conception. It really blew my mind. And so I remember reading, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die.
Oh, yeah. David Crowder.
David Crowder.
Yep.
And him talking about how each and every person has this imbued spark in you.
Mm-hmm.
And so we know that our brain fires on these synapses, and it's got this electrical charge that's in our body, that's run off like an electrical circuit that is sending signals to our body to help it move. And so this complex wiring is in us, and we have this electrical current that goes on inside of our body. And so this happens at the moment of conception. Life begins. We see this spark, light goes, and there's this energy that comes into play at the moment of conception. Now, to me, this is like blowing my mind, and I don't have the vocabulary to really talk about it. But to really say how I'm thinking and what I'm processing, at the moment of conception, some spark happens to where there is life now that has this energy. What you could say make you feel uncomfortable, spirit, right? And so David Crowder was talking in that book about how the 21 grams experiment. You ever heard of that?
I think so. I've read the book. Is that where they weigh the?
Yeah, they weigh the body.
The body.
At the moment of death, it lost like 21 grams. There's like a consistency about that, but the experiment has kind of been put down as not being correct scientific practices. But the soul weighs 21 grams. And so,
I bet mine's bigger.
For anybody who has, I got a hefty soul.
Yeah, I got a thick soul.
My soul's a thick boy. Yeah. How very soulish of you. Oh man, the Watch Me Knee fan of me found that hilarious.
That's all that matters.
Have you ever read The Spiritual Man by Watch Me Knee?
Mm-mm.
That's another one that you will literally have to just read and reread and reread. It's too deep. But anyhow, so I'm just thinking about your hefty soul. I find that so funny. But anyhow, so people who have, not to bring it down, but people who have been around at the moment of passing, you know that there is this thing that happens in that moment. The person you knew is not there anymore.
Yeah.
It's almost like there's a husk sound that goes on. I'm not trying to bring this down. This is just anecdotal evidence from my experience. And so when you see someone pass, there is this, that spark goes away. Now we know that matter cannot be created or destroyed, that it transfers. This is a scientific root. It comes back to the beginning, where if you're going to say that all this was started by a Big Bang, that energy had to come from somewhere. And that energy still has to be in creation itself right now. So all of creation, all of the universe, all of what we see and feel and experience around us has the same amount of energy now as what was originally happened since God said, let there be. Or whether you say a Big Bang or not. The problem is that energy has to be transferred. It's not created or destroyed, it's transferred. Where did that come from? The only possible explanation is, I believe, is from God. That he breathed into it. He let there be, that we had this moment where he breathed life into man in Genesis 2:7. He breathed it to us. And we became this living soul. There was that zinc spark of life that came into some dirt in the ground and sparked us all into existence. There had to be this thing greater than us that breathed life into this and made all this creation. And that it has just the right design and engineering to sustain life on this basis. I mean, the earth tilted just the way it is. The moon being just as far as it is away. If it was closer, then the tides would rush over, the mountains would erode, things would fall apart. It couldn't sustain it. All the planets in alignment, the way they are, everything that moves together, how the earth hangs on nothing, as the scripture says, and it's flying through space at this incredible speed, spinning at their axis in just the right way to sustain life. And that's just the very tip of the truth that goes into this about how much it takes for life to be ongoing like it is.
Yeah.
And so this energy cannot be created or destroyed, but it changes state. Now, Ecclesiastes 12:7 says that when the person dies, the spirit returns to God who gave it. And the Bible teaches us that no one really has rest until they rest in Jesus, the one who created us, the one who gave us life, the one who breathed in us that spark, who gave us that light in the first place. And so the spirit returns to that who gave it. Then we'll have true rest in it. And so this zinc spark of life to me is like for anybody who's ever experienced that or seen someone they love and know that that's just the husk now, that light on, that electrical charge or whatever essence or being that they truly were. Dang, you have a heavy soul, bro. You know, this comes from the mixture of you, that spirit that is in you that gives you life, that you commune with something else on a deeper level, more than just this flesh and blood earth that we feel. We enjoy music; it hits us in a certain way. It causes this nostalgia. Certain things we react to spiritually, not on this earthly or fleshly level, but in some other way deeper than what we are. It's that spark that communes with greater than us, an extra dimension that we don't see, can't feel, can't touch, can't immediately put our hands on. That's eternal in you. And that mixed with the flesh and blood that you are, and I'm a thick boy too, gives us this thick soul. It makes us who we are. It makes us potent. It makes us more than just, what you can touch or push down or whatever. It gives us sustenance. It gives us a substance that's deep and greater than us. And so that just kind of hit me, and I don't think I can explain it in a good way on a podcast.
It's a lot to take in. Be like, I'm on Team Jesus also. So,
good talk, man.
Yeah.
And maybe it's a little deep for going from the greatest cover song of all time, but it interested me. So hopefully it's interesting to you also.
Those cover songs, though, created a spark.
They did.
But no, it's super interesting. But yeah, you're right. It's definitely something that it'll.
Oh yeah, it's I don't claim to have grasped it. I found it interesting.
Yeah.
So I find it interesting. Now let it plague your mind though. I don't know, but it was neat for me to think of that you can actually see, if you have the right equipment, the moment a person becomes a living soul. That spirit meets material, meets flesh, meets the earth, and becomes this living soul. Unique in all creation. And you can argue with me, I won't believe you.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got enough evidence.
It's one of those things, too, that you could probably blow somebody's mind when you get into the abortion debate, because that's always the biggest part of the debate. Is it really a person?
Right.
Is it really?
There's something, and you could say, because we don't understand it, mystical or magical. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's beyond our understanding. I think that's what you can say with something that's magical or mystical, or, we say mystical because it's a mystery. We can't fully understand it. And the church used to have a lot of that. Well, this is a mystery. It's mystical because you don't fully understand it.
Yeah.
And it's okay. But now we have to reconcile everything logically with our thought process. And we can't have anything unexplainable until we don't explain it.
Yeah.
We don't understand it. We don't comprehend.
We pretend to.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. I know that was heavy coming from our...
Heavy like your soul.
Heavy like thick voice. You know what I thought of?
What?
You remember Casper the Friendly Ghost?
Yeah.
And his brother that was...
The fatso? Oh.
They haunted by this dude that smells like tacos.
Yeah. Tacos and a championship belt.
Do you smell chili burritos?
Oh, I do love those. That's why I related to Ozzy, Always eating the burritos, and I'm down with that.
Yeah.
So, I'll bring it back up.
You
You need your tinfoil hat.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with zinc.
Seriously.
Yes. So, I came across this video on the Instagrams. Oh, good, it's got it. I couldn't remember where it was at, but 7/12/2025 in Alabama.
Alabama.
Yes, this showed up. So there's sound to it, but it's not important. But what you don't hear in the video is there is people just like singing hymns. This is supposedly an angel of light. And I didn't really think much of it. You see this stuff all the time on Instagram of like, this shot across the sky, this cloud looks like Jesus, kind of thing. But for some reason, I went to the comments. I was like, oh, this might have some good, comments and stuff like that. And the first comment. Project Bluebeam, guys.
Project Bluebeam?
Bluebeam. So, no, have you ever heard of this?
No.
Okay, good. Because I was afraid. I was like, every time I would get something for the podcast, I always feel like you're like, oh, yeah, I know all about that.
I'll pretend I know.
Sweet. You're too good to me.
I don't know.
So, Project Bluebeam. It's hard to say. Bluebeam. It's sparks from there's been a recent surge of drone sightings across the U.S., which, not really a huge deal. You see drones all the time anymore. But this is what sparked the resurgence of Project Bluebeam. It claims that the global elites plan to fake an alien invasion, right? And for these drones, there's been a lot of them sighted in like New York, New Jersey, and evidently the FBI is like, we don't know. I guess it's went that far to the FBI. And they said, we don't know where they come from or who is responsible. So the big heavy hitters got a hold of this. Roseanne Barr and Alex Jones talk about this constantly.
Really?
Yes. Roseanne quoted in the article I read that this is why she talks about this all the time. That was what she said in her podcast. Evidently, always like we like lists, she talks about Project Bluebeam. So, and of course, Alex Jones, is going to jump on the conspiracy thing. So, but it originated in the 1990s, the old 1900s.
Really?
Yeah. And it was proposed by a Canadian journalist. His name is Sergey, I think it's Monast or something like that. That might be the wrong pronunciation. It's Monast. Ast. But he's Canadian. So he's the one that came up with this. And he said they started this back in 1995. Well, Sergey dies in 96 of a heart attack.
Mm.
So, according to the theory, it's advanced holographic tech that would project images of religious or alien invasions in the sky. And they're tailoring this to specific beliefs is the conspiracy. So, Alabama, it's the Bible Belt. Yeah. So I guess that's kind of here's an angel or Jesus looking kind of thing.
I guess my question is to what end?
Yeah, I got the end for you here in just a second.
Okay, I'm patient.
So they would their whole thing is to deceive populations, creating a global panic, and dismantling existing religions and social structures. So this is going to happen in, I think it was 3 steps. So the first step is earthquakes that are going to unearth hidden artifacts. And this will proving existing religions are false. So this earthquake that's going to happen will prove all these religions to be false.
You're hearing it first. Here.
Yes. Then here's where it gets a little weird. This is where the holographic projections come into play.
It's not weird already?
Yeah, it's not weird already.
Okay.
So they're going to simulate the return of divine people. And custom this. And once again, they're going to customize this to whatever region is what they're saying. So I'm assuming they're going to try to, Jesus coming back for us and I guess whoever. But it's followed by a unifying God that that's going to speak to all people. So this is why it got weird for me was they're disproving religions and then going to turn around
prove religions.
And prove, yeah.
And back it up by this warrant.
Yeah, and then there's going to be this unifying God. So then third, technology would manipulate human thought, creating the illusion of direct communication with these deities, and simulate an alien invasion to justify authoritarian control. But it kind of has that end times kind of thing to it. And that's what kind of drew me to it. But yeah, it was just the first comment. It's Project Bluebeam, guys. So So evidently the government's been working on this since the 90s.
Yeah, well, that's crazy. Well, you know that the Bible does say that there'll be many false wonders and signs in the sky
Mm-hmm.
and those kind of things. So, wish I had that scripture in hand. That'd be great. But and that even the elect would be deceived, if possible. If possible, even the elect could be deceived. So I think there is going to be some kind of deception going on, whether it's that or not. Now the mind control thing, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
But and then right now, I don't think we're in danger of drone technology being.
Yeah, I'm assuming it reminded me of, and it's a Spider-Man movie with the one that's, I think it's the third one or whatever, with Mysterio,
Oh, yeah.
and that's kind of what they used. Like he
Yeah.
would use the drones, and it would manipulate like you're in this.
You tend to see stuff like that in movies first.
Yeah, Spider-Man might be the new Simpsons.
Simpsons, yeah.
So
So I also trying to stay concerned. You know, in the Spider-Man thing, that's just, you know, I just don't think that right now the technology's there. And then the other thing is like, you can't get people to agree
it's true.
on anything
Yeah.
right now. So getting a global conspiracy to me is tough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think it's going to have to be within individual nations. And then for us, like, are you going to get David Branham to come back? You know?
Yeah, exactly. And I thought about that too. But yeah, that's the one thing that like it got me with things like
Jeffersonville, that's a lot of his followers
Yeah.
are there. So
Well, yeah, I mean, there's aliens, and we bringing Buddha back.
Yeah.
Bringing
is that how
Buddha
that works for
back.
Buddhists? I don't know. If that's
I don't
how
know.
that works for them, but
Sorry, Buddhist. We don't know.
yeah, we don't. But
So be on the lookout for Project Bluebeam and earthquakes and artifacts and stuff. So
yeah, I do think that there are the ways the government tries to manipulate and control the populace, obviously, and shift attention and stuff like that. But right now, the fiasco we have going on with the whole Epstein stuff, and we have our assistant FBI director saying like he's seen things that he'll never be able to recover from.
yeah,
That's kind of scary. Dan Bongino's like seriously got PTSD from his time as
yeah,
the deputy FBI director. So that's kind of scary.
but yeah, and that's the other thing is like you really don't need like to project like angels in the sky and stuff like that. The politics divide
We've got
people.
Trump in the White House right now.
Yeah, the politics do a good enough job at like keeping people.
We're pretty scary as it is.
Oh yeah,
But I remember though when I was doing service work recently, I had a customer, and she started just kind of off the cuff, started talking about how the government is shooting laser beams at us, and that she felt like she was getting hit by one of these laser beams, and it makes you feel hot or something, and they do something to your brain.
I got hit with one this afternoon.
And so you say tinfoil hats, but she literally wove
A tinfoil hat.
pins, like not tinfoil though, like aluminum or some kind of material, into her clothes. And she had a straight up hood that she would wear to protect her brainwaves from the government control. And she would say Wi-Fi and 5G was ways of the government controlling your brain. And so
I heard the 5G thing. That was all.
I think it's going to be a lot more subtle. I think for me, and I'll be talking about this even on the sermon today, is like one reason I'm kind of pulling away from social media and all my time on the phone and everything is just because I feel like it's one way to get us distracted. All my focus is in this instead of life that's going on around me. And so I haven't said this on the podcast, but I've kind of stepped away from so much time online and on my phone and social media and different things. But you know what happened while I was doing that? I accidentally deleted my music app.
Oh
So
no!
all the downloaded songs I had gone. So now my
All your cover songs.
everything's gone. So I've got just the empty music app. I got to reload all new, but it's going to be fun. All new songs to have.
Yeah.
I've always threatened myself to do it. Like I'm going to delete everything and just start making
fresh
music. Yeah. Get some new songs. My playlist was getting kind of stale. Now I'm forced to it. So yeah. But that happened after our trip. I got back and I was like, I forget I was going to delete something else. and I accidentally hit my music app, and I've been doing a purge.
Yeah.
I don't need this. I don't need that. Simplifying my life a little bit. I've actually read a lot more since then. Like my study is better.
Mm-hmm.
Prayer life's better. Actually, I feel like there's been an uptick in my prayer life since then. Just deleting a few things. That time I used to spend on that. I did find I downloaded this is what I was deleting, solitaire app.
Oh yeah,
Just
yeah,
playing
yeah.
solitaire.
You said that was your like go-to thing.
It became
after
a crutch.
Yeah.
It's like if I wasn't entertained enough by the TV show I was watching, I'd be like pulling up solitaire. Like how entertained do you need to be all the time? Like oh, this ain't doing it.
Yeah.
I'm playing solitaire. Like solitaire is entertaining. It's the stupidest thing. So I'm like delete that, but I accidentally deleted my
The one thing you loved.
yeah, the music. So that sucks. But yeah, it was. I think that if the government really wants to distract us, they've got me.
Yeah, and that's what I always tell people. I think that it's not something extravagant. I think it's just the comfort,
Yeah.
like comfort kills kind of thing. And I think over the years, they've played the long game.
Yeah.
Over the years, they've given us stuff to make us
We're
more
addicted.
comfortable.
Yeah.
And you just like you
Cell
said.
phones, air conditioning, internet. If the internet goes down, we're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's on.
Yeah, I still can't get over that when I forget what episode it was when I was like, I always pictured the big Terminator war, and you're like, no, we'll just probably turn the Wi-Fi off.
Exactly.
And then everybody's like, ah!
It'll be pandemonium
Mm-hmm.
in the streets. It'll be crazy. But
Nate'll be on the front lines of that one.
I mean, I'm not saying do this. I'm not advising anybody delete everything from your phone. Oh my god.
How else are you going to win a championship belt?
You won't though. You gotta have the sacrifice. But do it for a day. And see, you kind of got to wean yourself off. You kind of got to. I mean, it's a shock. I'm not gonna lie. I have moments still. It's been 2 weeks or something like that since I've been doing this, and I grab my phone still to go look for this, look for that. I'm like, I don't know how many times I've try to look something up on the internet and I don't have internet on my phone.
Yeah, you did that quite a bit on vacation.
Yeah.
Like, is that right? Oh, wait.
Well, then I'll immediately, hey, look this up.
Yeah.
I'm using other crutches, pretend like I'm virtuous. I'm like, hey, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Look up. Don't give me a fix. Look this up for me. Look this up for me. I got information I need.
Yeah.
And so it's not readily at your fingertips, and there's something about that feels like a little bit scary.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. It's weird, man. And so, but it also reassures me that I need it. If not forever, then for a time.
Yeah.
But I will say this: I do not trust the government. They are out to get us. They're all lying to us. I don't know how scared you should be about it, but they're not telling you the truth. And that's all I'll say about all that. I'm not a big conspiracy freak guy, honestly. Common sense.
Yeah.
They're not good people. They're not. These people in control. These people. It's not really even politicians as much as it is corporations. BlackRock, Vanguard. These kind of huge corporations that control everything.
Yep.
They control our money. They control our resources. They control everything. They control government.
Education.
Yeah, it's scary. And so, they're bad people. All of them. And so, a little bit, don't trust them. Just common sense. For someone who trusts their government implicitly, foolish.
Mm-hmm.
Foolish.
Agreed.
Yeah. So, I'm not saying run scared, but just be wise. They're telling you untruths all the time. What a downer at the end of that. Except for, I'm the champion.
Yeah. You can't trust the government, but you can trust this guy.
That's right. I've got a belt.
A shiny, shiny belt. Yeah, I think that's a good place to leave it. Don't trust the government.
Don't trust the government. They're bad people. I would trust Groove from Despicable Me before anybody from the government.
I love that guy.
Yep. I do. But, anyhow, I had a lot of fun with that. I had fun with everything. Even if it's a little bit like, ooh, that's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's still fun.
It's good to be scared.
I don't know if that was the angel, though. I kind of feel like that's a reflection.
Yeah. Well,
gas or
it's a holographic image.
projection.
Yeah. Have you learned nothing?
Keep on your toes. Stay sober and vigilant.
Word.
We're out.